What's up, guys? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Zipporah Iman. Thank you for, I forgot what to say. Oh my gosh, y'all. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning family member, what's up, y'all? I know it's been a minute and I owe you some explanation, and I promise I'll give it to you. But before I start chatting with you, I gotta get on the poll because that's part of the conversation that we have to have later. Yesterday, I had an amazing poll session. It was so good. It was my first day back after, gosh, I don't even know, since like last September. I pulled a little here and there, but like to really put in a session with like true purpose, it's been many, many months. And my body, you could see it physically and mentally and internally. Like there's just a lot of stuff that's just, but I'll fill you in on all of the things once we are done training. So I'll take you through a little bit. There won't be any chatting. I'm just gonna get into my training because I have to get that in today. And then I'll come back later and we will have a chat. Thank you guys for returning. I appreciate it. Thank you for waiting for me. And I am officially back.
Everybody will live down a cassava. Can testify, say you a community mama.
Look, go hard like a Kobe, 24 on the clock, grinding hard to the morning, promise that we won't drop, I can take no losses, pray that we make it out, we ain't scared to take a shot, guarantee we won't stop, $250,000 for the plain Jane.
We're gonna do this again. These are my drills, these are my aerial handspring drills, and I gotta get back into the pace and the rhythm. My core needs to be tighter. So let's get into it.
That day I go get it. 50K for the bad when I step in Magic City. Patting up like Showway, I'ma hit it off the building. You can have my throwaways, I ain't even being tender. Always buy my cash, I could never miss a digit. I wonder if that I just wanna get a minute. You can have them racks, babe, just got.
I lost that second push. I gotta like push it again. All right, we're gonna try this again. And the approach is that I think I just have to bring up my bottom arm, or it could be string. I don't know because I have not been polling in so long. The conditioning for pole is so crucial that you have to remain consistent. So that's okay. We getting back to it. Uh-oh, I gotta go. Let me get on the pole.
You can have them racks, babe, just got a money business. I barely see the time, cause the watch too expensive. Look, go hard like a Kobe.
Okay, so I'm kind of done doing the aerial handsprings because my top grip was kind of like sliding off. And I don't think it was sliding as much as I wasn't pushing myself up with that bottom hand. So there's some work that needs to happen there. But until then, I'm going to stop doing the aerial handsprings for now because I don't want to get too discouraged and then I just won't work out anymore. I'll just be too frustrated. So now I'm just going to throw on some hip hop. I'm just going to feel a vibe. I have my sweatpants on. So I just do a little bit of a mix of like upper body strength and flow, but it's a little less flowy. And then just a little more strength and control for upper body. So that's what we're going to work on. So I'm going to get on the pole and I'll let you watch me flow.
Forever is never enough, babe. And we already started late. Don't wanna leave it up to fate. I got the key ready to go where you and drive. Take all my worries and my fears away on this ride. It's time we decide. Make it plain as day. We're running out of space.
Okay, guys, we are done pole. We had an amazing session. I'm so happy to be back on the pole. I am so happy to be moving my body to music. Y'all don't even understand. I feel so, so good. So now I'm going to get some flexibility and stretching in before I have to eat. And I am starving. Y'all don't even know. I have not eaten yet today. The time now is, let me see, 3:30. And I'm looking forward to, actually, I don't even have any proteins cooked. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna make this as a quickie. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the stretches that I do after I do a workout. So I have actually been really bad about stretching because going to the gym all the time has done me a disservice. I have realized that I am a real hybrid athlete. I tried to go against it. I don't even know why I tried to fight it, because going to the gym, I just wanted to try something new. I just felt like I just wanted to feel something different. So I was hitting PRs in the gym. I was doing all the things. And then I realized my body was just changing in a way that I just didn't like. Like, I was getting stronger, but I feel like I was also getting kind of fluffy in a way that I didn't like. And when I pull, and not necessarily pull, but just do total body workouts, my body leans out in a way that I actually am so used to. I just love the feel of it. That the gym wasn't giving me that. The gym was it was giving me strong, and I was getting ripped, but I just felt like there was just this feeling. What I did realize was that my body was changing in a way that I didn't like by going to the gym. So I was getting weaker in a lot of my lifts on the pole, a lot of my bends, a lot of the tricks I just couldn't do anymore because I was going to the gym. And when you go to the gym, you're kind of constantly just like lifting or pulling or bending, but you're not really using your entire body. But when I do total body workouts, I feel like my entire body is one. So my upper body and my lower body kind of speak to each other. But when I go to the gym, I'm like, okay, I'm strong here, but my lower body may not be strong, or vice versa. And definitely my core, I literally have to do core exercises separately. But if I'm doing total body and if I'm doing something on the pole, I don't have to do separate workouts for my core, because my core is already getting engaged. It's already engaged when I'm doing certain movements. Actually, when I'm doing all movements on the pole, let's keep it a bean. So I have to recondition my body for pole because I've lost so much flexibility going to the gym. My back bends aren't as good. My splits need to get a little better. And then for the pole, I need to get a little stronger. We need to pull this core in a little bit more. You, Marley, get off of that. I started to feel insecure and a little anxious about my body because of what I feel I let happen to my body by going to the gym. Now, I didn't know. I was just out here enjoying myself, living life, just trying something new, right? Because I've kind of mastered pole. I've done all the things that I want to do on the pole for the most part, but I forgot how much I love moving to music, how much I love flowing, how much I love doing my signature moves and just being my signature self, being flowy, being sexy, being strong. I just miss those things. You don't know what you have until it's gone. So that's kind of the place that I was in, which is another reason why I had to step back from YouTube a little bit and from social media, because I needed to check myself. Because the way that I was feeling about myself, I did not like how I was talking to myself. I just didn't like my body. I'm just being honest. Because I was getting weaker on the contractions, like that deep core, like that deep plane contraction, like I was getting weaker. I just felt like I was just looking sloppy, and I felt sloppy. Like I was just slouching all the time and like not contracting my muscles and just not being present in my workouts. So to combat that, in my mind, I'm like, well, let me just go and let me do 12,000 steps. Let me just do the norm that like normal people, like the normies, like let me just do something that they're doing. So like, let me just take my calories down to 1,600. Let me do the steps. Let me do the cardio, which is stuff that I've never done before. That's not how I got my body to the point that it was. I didn't do any of those things. I didn't watch my steps. I didn't count my calories. I just bust my behind while I was poling or doing total body, because flexibility is like total body for me. When I do my mat sessions, that's complete total body for me. And it allowed me to get my body shredded. So I'm like, why did I step away from what I know is the thing for me, what I know what works for me? I have no idea. I don't know, but I'm back. Welcome home. I'm back here. So I'm glad that my body is accepting me to come back to what I know is tried and true for me. And that is total body. I am not saying that I'm not going to the gym anymore. I just have to make sure that I remember I am a hybrid athlete. I cannot forget flexibility, but I have to make sure that I'm doing total body just in general. And what I've been doing lately is not going to get me there. No, I don't know where I've been. I don't know what I've been thinking, but I've been thinking it wrong. Anywho, because I'm so hungry, I don't know if I'll show you exactly what I eat, but I'm starving and did I say I don't have any protein cooked yet? Oh gosh, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna show you some of the stretches that I do, and then I may show you what I eat after that. But that's kind of where I've been. I've literally been in my head a lot, and I'm just being honest. Like, I've definitely been not nice to myself lately because I don't like how my body has recomped and transitioned, what it's turned into. It may kind of look the same, but it doesn't feel the same inside, and I just don't like that. So it's been kind of hard for me to get in front of the camera because I'm low-key judging myself 1,000%. And I don't know if any of you guys ever go through something like that, but like the judgment from self, that self-judgment, that self-doubt is louder sometimes than if anyone says it to you in front of your face. So much so that I don't need anybody else to do it for me because I'm already fighting myself every day. Finally, I just woke myself up and I just say, you know what, Zipporah, go back on that pole, flow and do what you know how to do. Go live your love. So I'm glad that I finally took that turn and we're back at it. So if you follow me on IG, you saw what I posted yesterday. If you don't, you're missing out because I post some really cool stuff over there. So follow me on Instagram. And I've also posted today as well. And I'll keep sharing. So I'll definitely show you guys again what I eat, how I train, and all the important things to get us ready for PoleCon. So I'm super excited. So let's get into these stretches. You just gonna sit there while we stretch? Well, okay, fine. So the first stretch I'm gonna do is a frog stretch. So I'm gonna open my hip flexors. So I'm just gonna make sure that my knees are in line with my hips, and I'm just gonna take my body down. Marley, can you sit down? So I'm just gonna make sure that my hips are centered with my knees. And I'm gonna do a back bend. That feels good. On tight. Now I need to do a couple of rolls because my back. I love cat-cow because this allows me to really feel this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't even talk. This is a core exercise for me. So having to do crunches or hanging leg raises, I don't need to do that because this helps my core. And I feel like I'm doing crunches, just doing a little cat-cow and body rolls. Let's go into a split if I can. And then we're just gonna get into a back bend if we can. And any way that I can get in flexibility for my hamstrings, my back, my shoulders, I just try to make sure that I'm keeping my body moving and challenging my body. This is like one of my favorite things to do. Actually, one of my absolute favorite things to do when I'm on the couch or in the bed, I always spread. I don't know why, but I love to do that. Anywho, guys, I need to go eat. So I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for listening to my story. And I apologize that I've been away for a couple of months, but I'm back. We're back together again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.